to another Hoops Prospect interview. Today we will be talking to Lesley Varner II, a first-team All-WAC selection this season. He averaged 15.6 points per game, 6 rebounds per game, 1.7 assists, and 1.5 steals per game. He was ranked in the top 10 of the conference in many categories, including scoring, rebound percentage, and steal percentage. Also, among those with at least 100 three-point attempts, he finished second in the conference with a three-point percentage of 41%. Thanks for joining us, Lesley. We appreciate you taking some time.
All right. Thank you for having me.
Absolutely. So essentially, we're just going to alternate questions at you. I've got the first one for you. Lesley, you played in 132 games at University of Texas-Rio Grande Valley. You made steady progress each season, and you became a full-time starter really in your junior year. My question for you was, at what point in your college career, or maybe even sooner, when did you feel like basketball as a profession was a realistic goal and was attainable? When did you start to get a sense of that?
Well, really, just after my sophomore year, I just felt that I needed to step up for my team going on into my junior year, which I just improved in my stats dramatically. And I just knew because we had a lot of key players leaving, so I knew I was that next guy to step in line. So once I done that and I seen that I had a pretty good junior year, then I felt like, okay, I can do this professionally. So I just took it up another level going into my senior year. And then the stats just proved and improved also.
That's awesome. That makes a lot of sense. Just a quick follow-up on that one. And this is a general question, but what are kind of your goals and desires in your transition from college to the pros? What do you hope to accomplish?
I just want to get put in the best situation possible and just grow from whatever situation I start at in year one and just continue to develop wherever I'm at and just get to my main goal, which is the NBA.
Absolutely. TJ?
Lesley, as a player, your biggest strength is your jump shot, and it's really impressive how much you improved from your junior season to your senior season. You went from 29% three-point shooting to 40% with about one more attempt per game, and your free throw percentage went up drastically, going from 63% to 87%. What was the reason for the huge jumps shooting-wise?
Just talking over with my head coach, Coach Lou Hill, and him just bringing that to my attention, how low my shooting percentage was from the three. So I just dialed in that junior summer year just to get my percentages up, also from the free throw line and also from the three-point line, and that's what I did in my senior year.
Lesley, how you doing? Rich Harris here. The question I have for you is, I know it's been a crazy offseason, and it's probably been not always easy for you to work out, but is there any certain aspects of your game that you've been focusing on since your season ended?
Oh, yeah, I've been just focusing on continue to just get better at my ball handling skills and also going my athleticism. My athleticism is good, but I'm just working on going both ways and finishing over the rim, driving both left and right, and that's just the main thing. Also just working out in the weight room and getting stronger day by day.
Okay. Do you think – I mean, I didn't really notice, I watched you quite a bit, and I didn't really notice that you had a preference going right or left. You seem to be pretty balanced that way.
Yeah, I just wanted just to make sure I can do the same things and just continue just that. Because people in our conference, they really couldn't stop me going right at all, so they just kind of tried to make me go left, and I scored going left, but I just wanted to make sure I just continue just to develop that in my game.
Lesley, you ranked 4th in the WAC for steal percentage, so you averaged 3.1 steal percentage. Would you say, which one of these two attributes would you say contributes more to that? Would it be your length, or would it be your ability to kind of anticipate in the passing lanes?
See, I couldn't choose. I would say both because
a little bit of both?
Yeah, a little bit of both, but I always had that knack for just the defensive side, just getting stops and getting out in transition and scoring also, because I just feel like that's a lost arc in the game that people just kind of look over defense. So I always just try to make sure I get my all on the defensive end.
That's awesome. And a quick follow-up there. We weren't really able to find it. Do you know what your wingspan is by chance?
No, I don't even know. I can't remember last time we done it.
It's pretty long, whatever it is.
Yeah, it is pretty long.
In the last 8 games of the season, you averaged about 22 points, 2 steals, 7 rebounds on over 50% field goal and three-point shooting. Did something click for you those final 8 games of the year?
I just found myself getting into a great rhythm for my team, and especially as the conference tournament was approaching. So I just felt like I had to take it up another level just to be the leader on the team and get my guys my best every time I step on the court.
Hey, Lesley, I think it's probably safe to say that the jump shooting is your game. I mean, you're effective on the catch and shoot. You're effective off the bounce. Are there any aspects of your game that we didn't maybe see in college, that hidden aspects of your game that you think you have yet to show?
Other than I think my rebounding skills for a guard is quite overlooked. I'm a great rebounder. I had some games where I had like 13 rebounds and things of that sort. So I just think that's also go along with my scoring and my shooting.
Right. We were in top 10 in the conference for rebounding per game and rebounding percentage for sure. So
I think rebounding in traffic too, like not just rebounds that are kind of out there, easy to grab. Like you would go up in between 2 and 3 guys and get rebounds, and I feel like sometimes those are more valuable, the rebounds against traffic. You talked about Coach Lou Hill a little bit earlier. I wanted to ask you a little bit about him. He took over the program the same year you came in, correct?
Yeah, correct. So
you guys kind of grew together, obviously. The program really just kind of steadily improved since he arrived. Your freshman year, you guys won 10 games. Your sophomore year, you won 15. Your junior year, you won 20. Obviously took a little bit of a step back this year, but didn't get to play in the conference tournament. And you guys were kind of peaking towards the end of the year, and you also had a really tough schedule in the beginning of the year. So I guess just as a broader question, how was Coach Hill able to kind of put together that nucleus that ended up being so successful? And obviously you were a big part of that. Can you speak to that a little bit?
Oh, yeah. Coach Hill, just when he first recruited me, it was all about just making that legacy and just putting a stamp on the college because they wasn't very good before we got there. So I felt for the most part that's what we did, and he just got a group of guys and just needed everybody to buy in to what he was trying to teach and the system that he was trying to run. And as we done that, we just seen the record just kept increasing year by year.
That's awesome. So really for you, it was like you saw it as an opportunity, like my group can come in here and make a difference and kind of turn over a new leaf with the program.
Yeah.
Awesome.
You look to create a lot of mid-range jumpers often, which is not an offensive style in vogue in the NBA, with some exceptions like Kawhi Leonard and DeMar DeRozan. Is there a player you modeled your game after?
Yeah, as far as the mid-range pull-up, I do honestly look at a lot of Kawhi and DeMar DeRozan and see how different ways they get to their sweet spots in that range and just explode up from there and jump and just continue to knock down that mid-range jumper.
Lesley, I don't know if you've noticed, but we have our big board, our draft board. We have 200 prospects on there. And out of those 200, 22 of them have already signed with international clubs. I'm talking about college players. Have you given any consideration to playing internationally, or are you solely focused on the NBA right now?
As far as right now, we're just solely focused on just where I would land in the NBA. And then as far as we start to fill things out in the next couple of months, then we'll make the decision there of where I should end up going for my rookie year.
Okay. There's been a lot of talk lately, and I don't mean to beleaguer this, but there's been a lot of talk that those players are actually enhancing the draft status by going the European direction because they automatically become draft and stash candidates. So that really hasn't been talked about too much?
No, I haven't really been keeping up with much of the other guys, really, just going international. I've just kind of been focused on myself and where I would end up going.
Okay. And can I ask you one last question? We want to know what your favorite moment was in your college career. Wouldn't it have to be on the basketball court, just your favorite moment?
My favorite moment is easily our last game against CBU. Unfortunately, that was our last game, but just when I hit the game-winning shot.
Up to Varner. Varner for the lead. Yes! UTRGV wins! UTRGV wins! UTRGV wins!
That was a big moment for me because it was senior night, and my family didn't get to come to a lot of games, and they were in the crowd like my whole family. So that was just a very special moment for me. I got to show them just what all the hard work I've been putting in and just how it's paying off.
Okay, great. That sounds like fun.
That is awesome. That's a great one to end on. Lesley, we really want to thank you for taking some time out to talk to us today. We know you're working hard and working out, preparing for the upcoming NBA draft and what may lay ahead for you in the professional career. So we wish you the best, and thank you so much for joining us.
Okay, thank you guys for having me also.
All right. Thanks, Lesley.
Appreciate it, Lesley.